With this, we are done with the examples. Let's move on to the exercise questions. Exercise questions are romba important. So please pay attention and solve them. So first question, I have find the area under the given curve. Now first subsection poda poren. So I have y equals x square. Y equals x square na x square. X square varadhanala it is going to be symmetric about the y axis. Correct? So this is how my parabola looks like. So this is my y axis and this is my x axis. This is going to be x square equals y curve. X equals 1. So let this be x equals 1 and x is equal to 2. So this x is equal to 2 nu vechikalam. So what is my curve going to look? What is my shaded region? It is going to be from here until here. Correct? So this is going to be my shaded region. Now I am going to take a thin strip. So this is going to be my thin strip and this is going to be dx and this is going to be y. So ipo enoda integral eppadi irukku podhu and where does it travel from? X value travels from 1 to x equals 2. So my integration area is going to be integral 1 to 2 of y dx. And what is my y from here? I know it is going to be x square. So I have 1 to 2 x square times dx. So this is romba easy. X square integrate panna I have x cube divided by 3 from 1 to 2. So when I substitute upper limit minus lower limit, 1 by 3 is a constant. I am taking it outside. I have 2 cube minus 1 cube which is going to be 1 by 3 times 8 minus 1 which is going to be 7 divided by 3 square units. Okay. So this is going to be my answer. Please copy. Now second question. I have y equals x power 4 and x is equal to 1, x is equal to 5. So, இப்போ இதுவும் இதே மாதிரி தான் இருக்க போகுது. X power 4 na இதோட curve எப்படி இருக்க போகுது? It is also going to look something like that, but it is going to be a little spread out. இதுதான் y equals x power 4. Okay? இது வந்து ரொம்ப டீடைலா தெரியணுங்கிறது அவசியம் கிடையாது. It is going to be a little more bulged out, but that doesn't really matter. And I have x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 5. இப்போ அதே மாதிரி தான். I have x equals 1 and somewhere x equals 5 and the x-axis. So x-axis is there. This is going to be my x-axis. So which is the shaded region? It is going to be from this until this. It's going to be the same thing and the y oda function mattum change agudhu. So I'm going to take a thin strip over here. This is going to be dx and this is going to be y. So how does my integral look? It looks like area equals integral travels from 1 to 5. Yeah? So 1 to 5 of y dx and in this case my y is going to be x power 4 times dx. So if I integrate panna, I have x power 5 divided by 5 from 1 to 5. Now I have 1 by 5 is a constant and 5 power 5 minus 1 power 5. What is 5 power 5? 5 5s are 25. 25 25s are 625. 625 into 5 thirumba pananum. So I have 5 5s are 25. 2 5 2s are 10 11 12. 1 5 6 5s are 30 31. So 3 1 2 5. This is going to be 1 by 5. 3 1 2 5 minus 1 which is going to be 3 1 2 4 divided by 5 square units. Okay, clear? Please copy. Now, sketch the graph of y equals mod of x plus 3. இப்போ mod of x plus 3 na நம்மளோட solution எப்படி இருக்க போகுது and evaluate this. So they are asking for this. So இப்போ mod of x plus 3 function எப்படி இருக்க போகுது? So x plus 3 is going to be positive x plus 3 if x plus 3 is greater than 0 which means x is greater than minus 3 and minus of x plus 3 negative function when x plus 3 is less than 0 which means x is less than minus 3. So these are the two different values it is going to take. So now இப்போ நான் x க்கு value substitute பண்ண போறேன். X is greater than minus 3 na I'm going to substitute the value of minus 2. So what will I get? I'm going to take this particular function. So y equals x plus 3. So when I substitute the value I have minus 2 plus 3 which is going to be 1. If x is equal to one more value I'll take. X is equal to minus 1 edutha I have y equals minus 1 plus 3 which is going to be 2. If I'm going to take the value where x is less than minus 3. This is x is greater than minus 3. Now I'm going to take x is less than minus 3. So x is going to be minus 4 nu edukren. So I have y equals minus of x plus 3. So in the particular function edukano. So I have minus of minus 4 plus 3 which is going to be minus 1. Again this is going to be 1. So this is how the mod function plays. Illaya? And I have y equals, if x is equal to minus 5 எடுக்கிறேன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. So x is equal to minus 5. I have y equals minus of minus 5 plus 3. So this is going to be minus 2 and minus of minus becomes a plus 2. Now how does my tabular column look? X, y இருக்கு. X oda value is minus 2, minus 1, minus 4, minus 5. And y oda value x க்கு minus 2 ங்கும்போது it is going to be 1. X is going to be minus 1 and it is going to be 2. And x is going to be minus 4 and it is again going to be 1. X is minus 5 and it is going to be 2. Now how does my graph look when I plot these values? 1, 2, 3, 4. minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. When I plot these values, what do I have? X is equal to minus 2 and y equals 1. So it's this particular point. X is equal to minus 1 and y equals 2. So it's going to be this particular point. And x is equal to minus 4. So it is going to be x is equal to minus 4, y equals 1. So again it is going to be this particular point. And x is equal to minus 5. So this is minus 5. X is equal to minus 5 and y equals 2. So again it is going to be this particular point. If x is equal to 0, x is equal to 0 na, we are taking the value which is going to be greater than minus 3. So I'm taking the first function. So I have 0 plus 3. So my value of y is going to be 3. So I'm going to have at 0, it is going to be 3. Now y equals minus 3 when it's y equals minus 3, I have minus 3 equals the particular function the second one. So minus 3 equals minus of x plus 3. So I have minus 3 equals minus x minus 3. So I have x is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0, it is going to be at minus 3. So how does my function look? The graph looks like this. So it is going to be this. So this is my graph. இப்போ என்ன கேக்குறாங்க? Sketch the graph கேக்குறாங்க. So graph sketch பண்ணியாச்சு and evaluate minus 6 to 0 mod of x plus 3. இப்போ minus 6 to 0 na, we are talking about this in the 0 வரைக்கும். இந்த இடத்துல ஒரு minus 6 இருக்கு. So this particular point is going to be minus 6. So which area are we going to find out? Minus 6 to 0. So I'm going to find out this whole area. Okay. So how does my integral travel from? Where does it travel from? It travels from minus 6 to minus 3 and then it again travels from minus 3 to 0. My area is going to be A1 plus A2 wherein I'm going to again take a thin strip. So in that thin strip I have integral y times dx. Same thing. The integral travels from minus 6 to minus 3. So minus 6 to minus 3 plus again minus 3 to 0. So here it travels from minus 6 to minus 3 and again it travels from minus 3 to 0. So these are the two different limits that I am talking about. Okay. So this is going to be 0 to minus 3 times y dx. Now y value is going to be, we are talking about the left hand side. So left hand side for this particular function it is going to be x less than minus 3. X less than minus 3 na, I am talking about this. So it is going to be minus of x plus 3. So I have, this is going to be integral minus 6 to minus 3 of minus of x plus 3 times dx plus this is minus 3 to 0 and this particular function is going to be this. So I have x plus 3. That's in the particular function. Okay. So minus 3 to 0 the function looks like this. So x plus 3 times dx. Basically in the particular curve, in the line is going to be plus x plus 3 and this is going to be x plus 3. So this is what we are talking about. Now this is how my integral looks. If I solve it is all going to be inside mod function. Yeah. This is all going to be inside absolute function. Absolute value. So negative vandalo the positive maathirum. So how does my integral look now? I'll write it again here. So I have area equals integral minus 6 to minus 3. The minus comes out. I have x plus 3 times dx inside absolute value plus minus 3 to 0 x plus 3 times dx inside absolute value. When I start solving this, I have mod kulla, there is a negative sign. So negative becomes positive. Okay. So let that be there. And I have minus of bracket la x square divided by 2 plus 3x upper limit. So I have minus 6 to minus 3 plus this is inside absolute value. Again, the other absolute value is going to be x square by 2 plus 3x and the limits are going to be minus 3 to 0. When I substitute the values, I have minus of, now upper limit substitute pandren. So I have minus 3 square divided by 2 plus 3 into minus 3. So this is my first minus the lower limit which is going to be minus 6 the whole square. This is the whole square divided by 2 plus 3 times minus 6. So this is my first absolute value plus second absolute value is going to be upper limit. So 0 square by 2 plus 3 times 0 minus 3 the whole square by 2 plus 3 times minus 3. The absolute value minus la irukradhanaala romba careful ah porumaiya podunga. This is my second term inside the absolute value. Now first term eppadi irukku? Absolute value of minus velila irukku. Minus 3 the whole square is going to be 9. So 9 by 2 minus 9. This is my first bracket. Minus second bracket minus 6 the whole square is going to be 36 divided by 2 minus 18. Okay. So this is my second bracket. இதை close பண்ணியாச்சு. This is inside absolute value. Plus, இப்போ இதுக்குள்ள என்ன இருக்கு? This term becomes a 0. So this becomes a 0. And the second term is going to be minus, இந்த minus இருக்குல்ல? So minus, bracket குள்ள I have 3 square which is going to be 9 by 2 minus 9. Okay. So this is going to be 2 18s are and this particular term becomes a 0. 18 minus 18. இல்லையா? இப்போ second term என்ன இருக்கு? Absolute value of minus, இந்த bracket குள்ள I have 9 minus this particular term LCM எடுத்தா 9 minus 18 which is going to be minus 9 divided by 2 absolute value plus this is going to be minus அப்படியே இருக்கு 9 by 2 minus 9 this is again going to be minus 9 divided by 2. So இப்போ absolute value விட்டு வெளியில வந்ததுனா I'll have 9 by 2 plus 9 by 2 which is going to be 18 by 2 which is 9 square units. Okay, இந்த absolute value minus எல்லாம் carefully போட்டாதான் answer correctா வரும். இல்லாட்டி எங்கயாவது சொதப்பிடும். Okay, so please pay attention. Now, question number 3. இது வந்து நம்ம example sumல போட்ட மாதிரியே தான் இருக்கு. So find the area bound by the curve y equals sin x between x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 2 pi. So இப்போ first y equals sin x ஓட graph எப்படி இருக்க போகுது? I have sin 0 is going to be 0. அதே மாதிரி sin pi by 2 is going to be 1. Sin pi is going to be 0 again. Then sin 3 pi by 2 is going to be minus 1 and sin 2 pi is going to be 0. இப்போ 0 to 2 pi plot பண்ணியாச்சா? இப்போ நான் இதை இங்க plot பண்ண போறேன். So I have pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi and this is going to be 0. Okay, this is going to be y, this is going to be x. Okay, how does my sine curve look now? So 0 ku 0, pi by 2 ku 1. So this is 1, this is minus 1. Pi by 2 ku 1, pi ku again 0, 3 pi by 2 ku minus 1, 2 pi ku again 0. So my graph looks like this. இல்லையா? So this is my sine function. இப்போ என்ன கேக்குறாங்க? Find the area கேக்குறாங்க. So this is what we are looking for. Because they are asking for x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 2 pi. So in the line is going to be x equals 0 and x is equal to 2 pi is going to be this particular line. So it's going to be x is equal to 2 pi. So in the shaded region கண்டுபிடிக்க போறோம். This is going to be area 1 and this is going to be area 2. So I have the area to be absolute value of a1, absolute value of a2. So the first function travels from 0 to pi and the second function travels from pi to 2 pi. Simple. அதே மாதிரி இந்த இடத்துல ஒரு thin strip எடுக்க போறேன். This is dx and this is going to be y. So இப்போ area எப்படி இருக்க போகுது? Integral 0 to pi of y dx absolute value plus absolute value of integral pi to 2 pi of y dx. And what is my y? It is going to be sin x. So when I substitute that, I have integral 0 to pi sin x dx inside the absolute value plus integral pi to 2 pi sin x times dx inside the absolute value. Sin x or integral and it is going to be minus cos. So minus cos x from 0 to pi inside absolute value plus sin x order integral is minus cos x from pi to 2 pi inside the absolute value. So I have absolute value kulla minus cos pi upper limit minus lower limit. So cos of 0 plus minus அப்படியே இருக்கு inside cos 2 pi minus cos pi. Okay, inside the absolute value. Now I have minus of cos pi is going to be minus 1 minus cos 0 is going to be 1 plus minus of cos 2 pi is going to be 1 minus cos pi is going to be minus 1. So in the இடத்துல minus becomes a plus. So what is inside? What is left? I have minus of minus 2 which becomes a plus 2 plus இந்த இடத்துல என்ன இருக்கு? minus 2 when it comes out the absolute value it becomes plus 2. So the final answer is going to be 2 plus 2 which is going to be 4. Okay, புரிஞ்சுதா? So what is my final answer? It is going to be 4 square units. 4 square units. Okay, please copy. Now question number 4. Area bound by the curve y equals x cube. So first y equals x cube curve எப்படி இருக்க போகுது? Y equals x cube. So when I plot the values I have x is equal to 0 1 2 then minus 1 minus 2 safety க்கு வெச்சுப்போம். So y என்னலாம் value 0 1 8 minus 1 minus 8. So when I plot the values, y-axis la I need 8 and minus 8. So அதுக்கு ஏத்த மாதிரி நான் நேம் பண்றேன். So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Here I am going to put 2, 4, 6, 8, minus 2, minus 4, minus 6, minus 8. Okay. So how does my graph look? 0 ku 0, 1 ku 1, then 2 ku 8, minus 1 ku minus 1, and this is minus 2 liya. So minus 1 ku minus 1, 1 ku 1 liya. So it has to be somewhere here. So 1 ku 1, then minus 2 ku minus 8. So my y equals x cube graph basically looks something like this. This is the y equals x cube graph. And what are they asking? The ordinates x is equal to minus 2 and x is equal to 1. So x is equal to minus 2, it is going to be this. So this line is going to be x equals minus 2. And x equals 1 So x equals 1. So what is my shaded region going to be? It is going to be this particular shaded region and this particular shaded region. So rendu area irukku A1 plus A2. Okay. So this is going to be A1 and this is going to be A2. So A1 enga travel agudhu? It is traveling from this point liya. So minus 2 to 0. Minus 2 to 0. And A2 is traveling from 0 to 1. So this particular point is going to be 1. So ipo enoda graph integral eppadi irukapodhu? A1 plus A2 inside the absolute value. So I have A1 is going to be, it's going to travel from integral of minus 2 to 0 of, I'm again going to take a thin strip. So in the thin strip at the dx and this is going to be y. So I have y dx inside the absolute value plus absolute value of integral 0 to 1 y dx. Integral y dx inside the absolute value. Ipo y enna? It is going to be x cube. Avladhaan, simple. So I have minus 2, 0. x cube dx. இந்த இடத்துல calculation தான் மெயினா mistake ஆகும். ஏன்னா இந்த absolute value லாம் இருக்கிறதுனால sometimes answer 0 ன்னு வரும், but area 0 வரக்கூடாது. அதனால அதை கேர்ஃபுல்லா போடுங்க. So this is going to be inside the absolute value. x cube ஓட integral is going to be x power 4 divided by 4 from minus 2 to 0 plus x power 4 divided by 4 from 0 to 1. So இப்போ inside the absolute value I have 1 by 4 times 0 power 4 plus upper limit minus lower limit. So minus 2 to the power 4 plus 1 by 4 times 1 power 4 minus 0 power 4. So when I finalize 1 power 4 times 0 minus 2 power 4. 2 2s are 4, 4 4s are 16. So I have 16 minus 16 plus in the இடத்துல I have 1 divided by 4. So finally I have 16 by 4 plus 1 by 4. Absolute value விட்டு வெளியில வந்ததுனா this is how it will look. So this when I add I have 17 divided by 4 square units. Okay, so this is my final answer. Please copy. Calculation the main. Now this question is a little tricky. The area bound by the curve y equals x times mod x, x-axis and the ordinates x is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to 1. So first y equals x mod x enna? It is going to be mod x is going to take the value x minus x when x is greater than 0 and x is less than 0. So how does my y look like? It is going to look like x square when x is greater than 0 and minus x square when x is less than 0. Okay, so இப்போ x x square எப்படி இருக்க போகுது? X square y equals x square is going to be basically an upward facing parabola. So இந்த இடத்துல y equals x square is going to look something like this. So this is y equals x square. Y equals minus x square எப்படி இருக்க போகுது? It is going to look something like this. It is going to be symmetric to the y axis. So this is going to be y equals minus x square. இப்போ என்ன சொல்றான்? X greater than 0 ல y equals x square. So x greater than 0 னா I'm talking about this. இதுதான் x, இது greater than 0. இது எல்லா வேல்யூஸும் greater than 0. இப்போ x less than 0 அப்படிங்கும்போது y equals minus x square. So this is going to be my y equals minus x square. So what is my graph? So இந்த ரெண்டு பாயிண்ட்டும் கிடையாது, இதுவும் கிடையாது. So this is going to be my final graph. And what are the other points? X is equal to minus 1 இல்லையா? So இப்போ இது x is equal to minus 1 ன்னு வச்சுப்போம். So x equals minus 1 and x equals 1. So let this be x equals 1. Okay, so what is my shaded region now? This is going to be my shaded region. So my graph travels from minus 1 to 0 and 0 to 1. And what is the graph going to be? Y equals x square or minus x square aan theriyano. Okay, so my area is going to be a1 plus a2 and integral of இந்த இடத்துல ஒரு thin strip எடுக்க போறேன். So this is dx. So I have minus 1 to 0. Minus 1 to 0 now we are talking about x less than 0. So my y is going to take the value minus x square. Okay, இதுதான் நம்ம carefully போடணும். So minus x square dx. First let me write y dx. Okay, so I'll write y dx absolute value plus integral of 0 to 1 y dx. Okay, இப்போ less than 0 now I'm going to take minus x square. So it's going to be integral minus 1 to 0 of minus x square dx plus integral 0 to 1. Integral 0 to 1 now we are talking about x greater than 0. So it is going to be x square. Okay, so I have integral x square dx inside the absolute value. So this when I simplify, I have modulus of minus x square dx oda integral is going to be x cube divided by 3 from minus 1 to 0 plus x cube divided by 3 from 0 to 1 inside the absolute value. Okay, now when I substitute, I have minus 1 by 3 upper limit minus lower limit. So 0 cube minus minus 1 the whole cube plus in the இடத்துல 1 by 3 is a constant x cube. So 1 cube minus 0 cube. Okay, so in the term simplify panna, I have minus 1 by 3 inside the bracket. I again have a minus 1 plus in the இடத்துல absolute value I have 1 divided by 3. So finally என்ன இருக்கு 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 which is going to be 2 divided by 3 square units. Since we are talking about the area, it is going to be square units. Okay, please copy. So with this we are done with the chapter application of integrals. ரொம்ப சின்ன chapter தான், அதனால focus பண்ணி போடுங்க. இந்த example questions, miscellaneous examples exercise கண்டிப்பா போடுங்க. ஏன்னா அதுல இருந்து தான் மெயினா எக்ஸாம்ல வரும். மற்றபடி இட்ஸ் வெரி ஈஸி. மாடுலஸ் அப்சல்யூட் வேல்யூ எடுக்கிறத மறந்துடாதீங்க. அப்சல்யூட் வேல்யூ எடுத்தாதான் சம் கரெக்டாக வரும். ஏன்னா ஏரியா cannot be negative. Always remember that. Okay, all the best for your exams. Bye.